Hello everybody and welcome back to the Strawberry Fields. Today is a day full of celebration. It's Miyu's birthday and Mother's Day. The sun rises over a not so quiet house as the kids tumble out of bed full of energy and questions. Kaori is asking what counts as a Mother's Day gift. She's holding a rock she painted last week. And Taoki is listing the reasons why she should get to pick the restaurant. Soda, being the oldest and clearly the wisest, is already practicing in the background on the piano, ready to show his mom what he got up to, what her mentoring was able to teach him. And Jordan, still in his pajamas, completely forgot to make breakfast. So instead of pancakes at home, the family decides to go out. After the quick round of skill building, everyone dressed up in their best formal outfits and headed to the local French spot. The restaurant is bustling with families. Balloons tied to chairs, the soft clink of silverware. The kids squabbled over who gets to sit next to mom. She ends up sitting at the head of the table because of course today is all about her. And Jordan keeps sneaking bites off of everyone's plate and not finishing his meal. Miyu gets the mimosa, veggie omelet, the undivided attention of her family for a whole 20 minutes before someone spills their juice. Actually, our waiter did, but we're not going to talk about that. It's chaotic, it's loud, it's not all too fancy, even though this is a fancy restaurant, but it's perfect. It's a sweet little family moment wrapped in toast crumbs and laughter, the kind of morning you tuck away into your heart. And with a 1, 2, and a spin, and a few sparkles later, of course, Jordan is an adult. He heads off to work, hopefully not forgetting about Miyu's birthday, but we'll see. And the rest of the house stays cozy. Miyu fires up the game console, challenges her kids to a round of virtual kart racing, and Soda's way too competitive for a 12-year-old. Kaori keeps picking the banana-themed driver, and Taoki's just pressing random buttons and giggling, but whatever. Miyu ends up getting ready for her birthday bash into her cute and stunning outfit. We have no idea how she just keeps looking this good, it's amazing. But she heads out to the lounge. The place is buzzing the second she walks in. Jasmine's already raiding the bar snacks, Sarah's dramatically recounting her latest client disaster, and Ku's trying to DJ on a machine he clearly doesn't understand. Songki's waving crazy style from the karaoke machine, and Stephanie's mid-photo shoot in the corner with Alana. And then Akahito walks in. It's a little awkward at first, some long glances, a few half smiles, but as the night rolls on, so do the jokes. They laugh, they reminisce, they accidentally end up in a duet on stage, singing about jazz and drama and whatnot. But they start talking about old times, and it's nice, it's real. The party's a hit, there's cupcakes, everything. Miyu blows out her candles, surrounded by friends, laughter, and it's a little healing. Not bad for a way to start a new chapter. But it's a quiet morning after that wonderful lounge birthday party. The kids are working on skills before school, and they head out, and Miyu and Jordan take the opportunity to talk, like really talk. No drama, no raised voices, just soft words over hot mugs. They agree to try again, to give this love another shot. There's hugs, there's kisses, there's a little spark, and everything feels calm. Miyu heads out for coffee with Jasmine to kind of decompress and get everything set straight. And she's honest. Brutally and beautifully honest. She tells Jasmine she tried. She really has. Jordan's a good man. He's a wonderful dad. She just doesn't feel it anymore. There's not that spark. And Jasmine, bless her heart, she just nods. She pushes a croissant across the table and she's like, "You gotta be happy, Miyu, even if it's messy." Miyu just smiles. It's a little sad, but sure. The kind of smile that knows love is rarely easy, but it's always worth following. Miyu heads home, coffee still in hand. ready to face whatever comes next. And it's a lazy afternoon in the apartment. Miyu's playing piano, Jordan's trying to make something new in the kitchen, and just like that, the doorbell rings. It's Akahito, of course. He's got that smirk, that easy charm, and Miyu's smile practically blooms. She invites him in, somehow they end up shoulder to shoulder on the couch, and they are playing video games. They're shouting, laughing, teasing, and Jordan can hear every giggle from the kitchen, and he doesn't say anything. Jordan just turns off the stove and runs out to work. Cut to the twins. Kaori and Taoki get home from school, drop their bags with the elegance of a small tornadoes, and are already halfway out the door again, off to visit their friend Nara Si'u, daughter of Ser and Ku. Nara has the coolest room in this side of San Maishuno, and a snack drawer that should be illegal. The girls spend the afternoon doing everything and nothing, building block castles, braiding each other's hair, making up musicals. It's wonderful, and it's the kind of day they'll remember forever. Meanwhile, back home, the tension's thick, the feelings are messy, at least the piano's music's pretty, and boom, Miyu and Akahito are woohooing. That's crazy. That's it. That's a sentence. They're woohooing. The kids get their homework done, and we are going to go ahead and call it a night. And it's a quiet morning in the apartment, the kind where the sun peeks through just right and warms the floorboards. The kids are up early and surprisingly cooperative, brushing their teeth and heading off to school. And Jordan grins at Miyu and says, "Let's do something spontaneous." Miyu kind of raises her brow, but accepts it, and they go on a date to the park. They're walking hand in hand through the crisp morning air. The leaves crunch under their shoes. They got matching oat milk lattes from a tiny cafe cart, and Jordan makes fun of how Miyu always gets foam on her nose. They sit on a bench watching ducks, swapping cheesy jokes and playfully nudging, and for a second it feels like old times. No complications, just two people who know each other deeply, even in the silence. Eventually, Jordan checks his watch and sighs. It's time for work. He gives Miyu a soft kiss on the cheek and heads off, his non-slip shoes swinging. Miyu lingers a bit in the park, swirling her half-empty coffee cup, lost in thought, and then, on impulse, pulls out her phone. Akahito picks up before the second ring, and she suggests to hang out at the art center. Just friends, she insists, already knowing she doesn't believe herself. They meet in front of the gallery. Akahito is wearing the same casual sweater that always seems to fall just right. They wander the exhibits, commenting on sculptures and laughing at the abstract stuff. There's a gentle tension between them, familiar and restrained. They sit in a quiet corner where the sun filters through the skylight, and Akahito turns to her. "Do you want it to just be the two of us?" Miyu hesitates. She looks down at her hands, thinks of her kids, of Jordan, of the way her heart still leaps when Akahito looks at her like that. "Yeah," she says softly. "I do, but I don't know what that means yet." They don't kiss. The moment says enough. They don't need to. They're just two people in an art gallery, surrounded by silence and sculpture, and all the things they can't quite say aloud. And cut to the twins. Kaori and Taoki already halfway through the door after coming back home from school, and they're off to Nara's house again. Nara opens the door with a big grin, already holding a stack of glitter pens and stickers. She teases, "You're late," even though they're exactly on time. Inside her room, it smells of vanilla lotion and bubblegum, and it's already a chaos of pillows, crafts, and suspiciously hidden bag of marshmallows under the bed. The three girls settle into their usual routine, a snack, and then they head into serious work, designing outfits for their dolls. Nara has sparkly socks and a cape, Kaori has a lab coat, Taoki's doll is full of jungle explorer outfits. They say their dolls are on an expedition to find lost kittens in the magical cave, obviously. They end the day under a blanket fort, flashlights glowing, whispering about animals they'd adopt if they were billionaires. Of course, Toki wants a horse that's actually a unicorn. By the time Miyu comes to pick them up, all three girls are mid-laughter, mid-snack, and mid-promise to hang out tomorrow, or maybe tonight, or maybe forever. It's perfect. It's a little crazy, it's a little wild, but this is exactly what these girls need, especially with what's happening at home that they don't really understand. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Remember to stay safe and stay cozy. Bye!